4th July is finally here, so that means it's time to film June's monthly favourites. There are a lot of things that I've really been obsessed with this month, but I managed to narrow it down just to 5 things. It was very difficult, but I did it. So the first thing that I've been a little bit obsessed with this month is this. It's actually a pair of headphones, but it comes in this really cute macaron case. Obviously, I went for the black one, but it does come in a bunch of like really cutesy pastel colours, which aren't really my thing. But the main reason that I got this is because your headphones are not going to get tangled. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine, is when you really want to listen to music and you take your headphones out of your bag, put them in your ears, and it's just a big tangled mess. So I'll just show you what it looks like inside. Might be a bit of a faff for me to open. I actually did a load of DIY yesterday and I've done some nerve damage to my thumb. I think I was just putting too much pressure on my thumb. So it's been completely numb now for about 24 hours and it feels kind of weird when I'm opening things or holding things because I don't really know how much pressure I'm putting on it. Yeah, can't open it. Oh, there we go. So on the inside it's just like this, and you have matching headphones. I'm assuming that the headphones that come with the coloured ones are probably the same colour as the macaron is. So mine are just black and white, and they have this cute little bow thing on as well. So you can lengthen or shorten the headphones again so they don't get tangled, which is really good. And I got this off of eBay. I think it was really cheap. I don't think I paid more than £3 or £4 for it. So yeah, it's definitely something that's worth getting if you hate tangled messes and you like something cute to put in your handbag. Speaking of cute handbag things, I finally got something that I've wanted for ages. If you guys are American, then you will have seen this everywhere. If you're in the UK, you might not have seen it so much. But basically what it is, it's a product from Bath & Body Works. You can get these little hand sanitizers and they come with cases, and every year they do some really cute Halloween ones. So I got my hands on this. It's a little batty hand sanitizer, and when you push the button to squeeze out the sanitizer, it glows purple. Just gonna give you guys a moment to just soak in how amazing this is. I've been really obsessed with it. I've been super hygienic just because I want to use it all the time, and I've been giving it to all of my friends because it's really cute, look at it. So I also bought one of the Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers just to go in it. I have filled it up with some Body Shop hand sanitizer just because Bath & Body Works, I don't think they're cruelty free, and I've always really liked the Body Shop hand sanitizers, so that's what it's in there at the moment. And I have kind of a funny story to tell you guys about this. So my nan came over yesterday and I showed her what it was because I thought she might appreciate it, and I said, oh look what I got, Nan, I've got some alcohol gel, would you like some? And she said, oh yes please. Put her hand out, put it in her mouth, and then spent the next 20 minutes with her head under the tap washing her mouth out. Strangely, she thought I said alcohol jelly, and yeah, my nan isn't like most nans. She's not like prudish and old-fashioned and like a quaint little old grandma. She swears a lot. She's kind of like a wild teenager, I guess. So yeah, she thought I said that it was alcohol jelly and she just knocked it straight back. So yeah, that's kind of a funny story about that yesterday. I also got this from eBay just because we don't have Bath & Body Works in the UK. It was definitely more expensive than you would have got it for in Bath & Body Works. I think I paid £13 for it with postage, which isn't bad because I've seen them going for way crazy money. But my mum really likes it, so hopefully I'm going to try and find one with a witch's hat to maybe get her for Christmas. So something else that I've done this week is I had to apply for my passport. We're planning on going to Paris at the end of August, beginning of September time, and my passport is run out. So I've had to go and get another passport. My pictures are about 10 years old, so they don't really look anything like me. I mean, I had normal hair and I was like 14, so obviously I've changed over time. So we went to a photo booth, which was really fun, and I haven't done it in years. I'm going to show you the very scary passport photos which I had done. I kind of look like a meth addict, but for some reason whenever I take serious pictures, that's how I look. I don't know if it's the bright lights in the photo booth, but my eyes always look a little bit crazy. So this is them, I look kind of like a psychopath, I'm not gonna lie. But then while we were there, we also took the time to do like some cute couple photos. We still have some photos, probably when we first started going out, so almost 10 years ago now. And I still remember it was in Swansea and we climbed into a photo booth together and we just took some stupid photos. And because it's been such a long time, we figured we would do the same thing again. And I think it would be kind of fun to do it maybe every 10 years, go into a photo booth, have some photos taken and just compare them to see how we've changed. So we started off with some like cutesy ones, you know, where we're just cuddling, and then there's this one, which I think I'm going to keep in my wallet because that kind of sums up how we are together all the time. We're not very serious, we're not like a cutesy smoochy couple, we just mess around all the time, and it's really fun because Mikey's like my best friend. The next thing I've been obsessed with is actually a TV series. It's a really cutesy anime that you guys may have seen advertised on Netflix. It's called Little Witch Academia and it's adorable. I read the description and it's basically how I would like my life to be. It's about a clumsy girl who's kind of always getting into trouble and she gets to go to a witchcraft school. But she's terrible at witchcraft and she's always getting into these scenarios that get her into lots of trouble. But one of the main characters, called Susie, is kind of a lot like me in a lot of ways, and it's really funny to watch. Just because all of the other characters are really over the top and animated, and she's kind of gloomy and she's obsessed with mushrooms and she's a little bit evil and twisted in a way. So she finds other people's misfortune quite funny, which secretly I do sometimes in my head. You know, when you see someone fall over in a street and you're kind of like, oh, I hope they're okay, but then in the back of your head you're laughing. So yeah, I've really been enjoying that. There's only one season on Netflix at the moment, and I did a bit of research. Apparently there are supposed to be something like 25 episodes, but weirdly on Netflix there are only 13. So I've almost got through all of them already and I'm gonna have to try and find the rest of them. And my final favourite of the month is a book that I've been reading for a while now. I haven't got super far, I'm about a third of the way through, just because I've been working a lot lately and I always intend on reading my book when I get home from work, but I just fall asleep because I'm too tired. And it is this, it's The Plague Charmer, and it's by an author called Karen Maitland. I've never read any of her books before, but I'm definitely going to read some more. So I don't really want to ruin what's happened too much so far, but it's about the plague. It's about the return of the plague in 1361, and I mean, it's a historical story obviously, but there are witches and there are dwarfs, but it's not in kind of like a magical sense. It's quite realistic as to how witches and dwarfs were seen, or how I imagine they would have been seen back then, and it's really interesting. It's very dark and they don't cut out on the gore at all. I'm only a third of the way through and some pretty horrific things have happened so far. I've really been enjoying that, and if any of you other guys have read anything by this author before, if you could let me know if any of her other stuff is any good, or maybe recommend some other books that she's written, that would be really good. So those are the things that I've been loving this month. Please let me know in the comments bar below if there's anything you've been obsessed with, whether it's books, TV shows, just any objects at all. I'd be really interested to know what you've been into. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!